Hello there. This is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2. I wasn't sure what I was going to do today, but thank you, Terry. She came up with a great idea. She wanted some Halloween cards using the new paper, the 6x6 paper that's in the catalog. Hi, Cindy. Nice to see you. The cute Halloween paper. Cute Halloween paper, and that is exactly what it is. So, you know, you don't have to buy everything. Like, I did not buy the stamp set that goes with this or the punch, the bundle, and usually I do, but I didn't. And but the paper is so darn cute just alone. Don't feel like you have to have everything. There's so many things that you can do with other products, because this paper is super, super cute. So I started playing with it. I've used it in class already, but I started playing with it for some special cards for Terry, and I want to show you what I did. So with all that said and done, I'm going to turn the camera around here, and we'll get started talking about some of this fun stuff. So if you're joining me, please let me know. Say hi. Share the video if you like the video. Have your friends join in. I would appreciate that. And I think we're up to, like, I don't know, we're getting up there on our YouTube channel. So thank you for subscribing, and please subscribe. Also, Teresa, if you're watching from Arkansas, all of your monkey cut kits are on the way. So I had everything ready to go yesterday, and guess what? Columbus Day. Bank was closed and post office was closed, but everything is out and in the mail today, and we're being joined by Black Cat. So there we go. I'm going to turn the camera around. We will get started. You're going to go for a little journey here, so close your eyes if this bothers you. There we go. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So this is the product right here, the cute Halloween paper. Cutest Halloween. It is an adorable set. So when you get the set, the bundle, you have a punch that comes with it, and it punches out the ghost, a pumpkin, and the cat head, which matches the paper. Okay. So, and also what I liked is it's not necessarily traditional Halloween colors. So Flirty Flamingo, although I matched it up with Blushing Bride, so I'll show you that. Flirty Flamingo, Pumpkin Pie, Old Olive, Highland Heather, and Basic Black. So, yeah, I did some different cards with it. So what I used, I used the paper, I used the stars, and I used this ribbon. I love the ribbon. That was one of the things I won on the spin the wheel on our last trip in Maui. I was like, oh, I love gingham. So there's that. And then what I used, yeah, this paper is so cute. It's just adorable. So I used that on my cards. I used combinations from these two sets, Banner Year and Frightfully Cute. So whatever was left over, because some of this was pulled out and is being used in my holiday class, because we have Halloween cards in there too. So I started out this morning and I made this card with, I used these Picture This dies. They're on page 164. There's round dies and the rectangle dies, and it's one piece. So it just cuts out just like that. So much fun. I love these dies. We've used them quite a bit. So they're $34 for the two. But so what happened is I decided on the background I really like the stripe. So here's my stripe background. And then I cut it 5 by 3 3/4. Cut this out. You know, that was all good. But also I wanted to use the skulls because I thought they were cute. So here's this paper. So what I did was I took my paper and I just played with it until I had the skull. So it went at an angle. You see that? So until I had the skulls lined up how I wanted them. And then I cut it out just like this. Well, on the back side of this paper is the stripe right? Backside of this paper are these cute pumpkins and cat. So I decided that this piece with the holes cut out, I would use with the cats. And then I made up this card. So this card is pretty much the leftovers from the other card. And so you can see it's kind of cattywampus because to get those skulls to match in my frames that I was putting in, I had to have it at an angle. So then I just cut it. I cut it 5 by 3 3/4. I kind of played around with it until I got the right size. And the back side then produced this nice little stripe, the thinner stripe. And then the pieces that I cut out from the wide stripe were here. So here's the front and here's the back side. So I made sure that I had it going the right direction. I mean, I suppose you could do it this way too, but I just didn't. So anyhow, it was a surprise. I turned it around and it was like, this is going to work. And then I took this paper and I hand cut out all these little ghosts. So if you had the punch, it would cut out this guy right here. But these other ones you'd have to hand cut out anyhow. So I cut out my little ghosts to adorn my frames on the front. And then I also used, to put all that on, I used the foam adhesive strips. So all the way around here is the foam adhesive strips. And then I just glued those all down because they're exactly the right size. So those two kind of were sister cards. That's what I call them. So these foam adhesive strips are on page 167. They are $8. You get 2 packs of them and it makes a lot. If you're doing shaker cards or anything like that, these are wonderful. And also, just because this was so thin, I put it all the way around on here. So that, and I put it in here and some extra on the edge because I wanted that to be nice and firm and stand up. And then I just pushed these in. I used green glue so I could kind of wiggle them around, make sure I got them lined up how I wanted them. So those two kind of made themselves. And then I decided that I needed to use the bats because I loved this paper that I cut up now. All this cut up paper. So I love these little, well, I have it upside down. Here it is. So I see this guy's hanging. I just think these guys are so super cute. So then I used this part of the picture, this dies with the circles. And I took my little houses, I cut that out. Here's my cutout circles. I'll keep them because they also have a stitching on. What you cut out also has stitching on it. So I'm not sure. I'll probably use those on another one. Perhaps the other one I'm doing today. I don't know. But anyhow, I paired this up with a Blushing Bride because I thought, here's the Flirty Flamingo that they suggest, which is like the color of their ears, right? But I liked the softness and I wanted the background to match, so I used Blushing Bride. And I don't often stamp on cardstock, like colored cardstock like that, but it just worked. I thought it was good. And I used my punches. So I could not take this and line it up. No matter what I did to it, it didn't work. So I couldn't just line it up. So instead, I took my retired punches and I just punched them out. And voila, there we go. Now these I glued, this one I glued straight down, these two, and these are popped up a little bit. And then the inside I used Batty for You with another little bat and some of the cute stars that are in that suite too. I didn't show you the inside of these. So here's this guy. Less tricking, more treating. And then I just fussy cut. This was a leftover piece, so I put it on the edge, and then I fussy cut the cat and the pumpkin, which is no big deal. It wasn't bad at all. And then here is the inside of this one. This piece was just like perfect. It was a scrap piece, but I thought because it had the faces in it, I didn't need to add anything else. I liked that, the idea of having that in there. So, and I thought this little bow Kind of looks like it's right on top of his head. I like that. And then I used the purple, it's not purple, the purple posy stars on here too. So black stars on here, the orange stars on here, pumpkin pie. So these are the ones I did this morning. But I really, really, really like these little ghosts. So I decided I needed to do another one. So that's what I'm going to do here. I didn't do it up ahead of time. So we're just going to kind of put it together. What I chose to use as the basic, so this will be my cutout. And I'm going to do the circles again. So this will be my cutout. So it's 5 by 3 3/4. My lining is 5 1/4 by 4. Goes on my card base, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Basic, standard size. And the inside, this was a little leftover piece from the ghost. The back side is Boo. So I thought since this one's going to be ghosts, I should put that Boo in there. That would be fun. So that's what I did. Or that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's cut this out. I'm going to go ahead and bring that over, and we're going to cut this out. So I'll show you how I put that onto there, because I might add a little pumpkin pie behind here. This dotted one, I really had a hard time deciding which one to use, but I decided this one had all the nice little colors, and we would try a lighter background. So that's what I did. Let me just bring my cutter over here, and emboss machine here. I had to clean off my desk. I had so much stuff on here from when I did the Friday's little video. I hadn't been down here to get it put together. So there we go. Hi, Patty. Welcome, welcome. So here we go. So the nice thing is that what's being cut out, either the rectangles or the circles, you have usable pieces that you're cutting out. You know, so you can, they have stitching all the way around them. It's like a double stitched design on here. So let's move this out of the way. I like that idea. I love having all those little extra pieces on my desk, and I figure out what to do with them quite often. So these just pop out of here. This pops off. Ta-da. There we go. I'm going to put this back over here. Now, I wanted to put these little ghosts in, so now I need to just figure out what fits where and which ones, or the little house, even the house could go in here, or this one, you know, but I decided, I think we're going to stick with this paper alone. I'll do something else with all the other pieces here. We'll have a circle day. All right, so what I wanted to do is figure out, I kind of thought maybe like on my other circle one, you see the black in the background, and I decided maybe on this one I needed to add some more color. So I have some scrap pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to decide what's going where. I think this guy can go here, and this guy can go here. So I'm going to start just kind of punching out. So I think, let's see here. Let's see who fits into what one here. This guy is here. That's a 1 1/4 inch punch. Here's a 1 1/2 inch punch. And he would fit in there. See, we're going to probably get pieces of the other guys in there too. And this is, you need the bigger one for this one here. So I'm looking to see which one everything will fit in. Because I really like this guy that's all blown up. I really like him. So I am I'm just going to punch some out, and then we'll figure out where we're going to put them. How does that sound? So this is my 1 1/2 inch punch. So this one would go here, but then it won't be big enough for a background. But this one go in here just perfect. with that size punch. So maybe that's what I'll do. But I don't know. I really like the idea of having it smaller. Let's see what we can do with a 1 1/4. So this is when it would become painful for the girls when I would say, we're gonna just chop up this paper and punch stuff out. No, they didn't like doing that. It just felt wrong. So I'm going to punch out this guy here on the smaller one. So he could go here. And then, because you don't have to have the whole thing in there, the whole ghost. So I have 2 that would be that size. This guy we already have. That's that guy. Okay, this guy right here. Maybe I'll do a smaller. I had a 3/4 inch, and that's what I thought we could do with the little houses. I could do a 3/4 inch with the house. I'm going to go to the corner here. And I can put a house in there because I have 3 of the small pieces. So it's just a matter of kind of figuring out where you want to go and what you want to put in where. So I thought this is a nice neighborhood. We're gonna use the neighborhood thing. And I'm using right on the edge. So here's this guy, and we'll put 1 more in for the neighborhood. Where can I get it? Right here. This is, let's see here. Trying to decide. We could go with this guy. He's kind of scary looking. And just get the front. I'm just going to punch my way in and we'll see what we want to do. Because that guy could go there. No, I would put the houses here and put the ghost up here. This guy can go here. This guy can go here. There we go. Then I have to get my other little man in here. So that one should be the 1 1/4. Let's cut some of this away. So I might just get his cute little face in here. Like this. So he's just partially in there. I like that. That'll work. We're going to put him here. Now, this is 1 1/4. So now I have to go 1 size up for my punches, and we'll see how it looks with the pumpkin behind it. So here's my 1 1/2. 1 3/4 I need here. I keep all these. I know the punches are retired, but once in a while for projects like this, pretty handy. Pretty handy dandy to have that. So this would go behind here and there. Like that. And then, let's see here, what size was this one? This one was 1 1/4, so I need a 1 1/2. 2 1 1/2 ones. So here we go. 1 1/2. 1 1/2. And then a 1 inch for my 3 little ones, because I did a 3/4 inch on those. So I might have to, when I'm putting this together, I may have to look at good use of paper, cardstock. All right. I think before I do anything, I'm going to put this on my base. So I bring in get these punches out of my way here. I bring in my adhesive strips. So just pull them off. I like to cover the whole thing because I want it to be nice and sturdy and I want it to stand up. So I'm just going right along the edge. You just cut it off. So it's sticky on one side and then you pull the tape off for the other side. And all these little pieces that I cut off, I use because I'll put them like in here, between the circles. No waste. Again, no waste. No waste, no haste. If I go fast, I wreck it. So let's see here. So I'm just going to go down here. I love this paper. So this is the candy on this side, And I've seen it where, you know, people will color the candy. You can leave it black and white or color it, or just sort of fun. Just do whatever you want to do. This is a bigger piece, so I'm going to go right down the center here. You can kind of curve it, which is nice. And I'm going to cut some more of this because I want to have another piece to make sure my little circles stay nice and fluffy here. I don't want them bending down. There we go. Let's see here. Put one more smaller piece in here. Try not to snip my fingers. Been there, done that. There we go. Okay. So, because I was concerned if this will just kind of fall through here, or if I have to put this on behind it. So I'm kind of thinking I might have to glue it behind because it's just a hair. It's just a little bit bigger than this circle to fit it through. You know what? We'll bend it. I can do it. I can do it. Let's do it. All right. So you just pull all these off, all the paper strips. You could do a number of these and have all those circles and make some really cute little circle cards. Because if you're doing something that you need circles with, you get all of them. So you get 6 circles cut at one time. Very cool. Time saver. Okay. And then what I do is I try to match up so I have an even border all the way around. Not that it always works, but that's what I try to achieve. Okay, now this guy would go on here. I'm just gonna kind of put it in there. We're gonna put it this way because I want the houses at the bottom. So I'm gonna put it this way. Let's see if I can wiggle this in here. Oh yeah, okay. I'm going to glue that down first before I have 2 different layers trying to wiggle it in there. Let's try it, see if it works, right? Okay, with the green glue, gives me a little wiggle room. I can wiggle that up and make a background. Now maybe I don't want that in all of them. Maybe I want my houses dark. Maybe just some of my ghosts. So this guy that has the little Halloween thing would go there. I think we will put it in here. And we're going to leave one, I think. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what works. I'm going to squish this in here too. Back that up. There. I think my houses I'm going to leave with the dark background, not the orange. But I only have, maybe I'll have to cut out another house and put a house up here instead of a ghost. So here's this guy. I'm going to have him over here because this guy's looking this way. So I don't want them to not be looking at each other. And I think I'm going to pop this up. So do you also know that we have black dimensionals? Like I won't use it on this because it's lighter. But on page 167, we also have black dimensionals. You get 200 of the regular size and 480 of the mini size. So pretty good deal. They're $6. Our regular dimensionals are $4, but you're getting both sizes in one pack. So it's kind of a nice, handy thing to have. On a card I did this morning where I'm using more black cardstock and I wanted it darker, it was very convenient to have the black dimensionals. Okay, here's our little guy. I'm going to put him at an angle. So he's flying. There. Okay. Here's our other little guy. I love this one. He just looks like a marshmallow now because I cut off half his body, but you know, he'll get over it. We're not going to toast him. It looks cute. It's like a little peekaboo card. I'm using my little mini dimensionals now. Mini, but strong. I mean, they work good. So, okay, here's our guy. Put him up smiling. I'm going to leave the houses down further. I'm not going to put them up on dimensionals. We're going to leave them down. So we have a little bit of interest, right? Dimension up and down, and get some different color in here. So this one is completely different than the other 3 that I did, just for that reason. I guess I'll try to use the circles on for Friday, for the Friday cards. Follow up Friday. Okay, there we go. Ta-da. Yeah, we're not going to put a ghost here. We're going to put another house. And I'm not going to use these orange circles today. I will use them another day. But we're going to use, where's my 3/4 inch punch? Here it is. I'm going to put another little house here. Try to get this one. Boink. Okay. There. So now I am going to use my little pickup tool here and just put a little bit of adhesive in the center. That's probably a little bit too much, but it is what it is. And just put this down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just got a new, I have a new glue bottle. So I got a little bit too much in there, but at least it's internal. It's not on the outside. There we go. It'll dry. There. Okay. Just a touch. I always tell everybody, because it squishes. There you go. There's proof of the pudding. Proof of the pudding. Here's another one. There. Let's get this guy out. Now I have glue all over my fingers. I'm like a pickup tool just with my fingers. Here we go. Straighten that out. I like that I can play with it a little bit with the, oh, that's cute. Okay, so I didn't know what I wanted to do for words on here. I didn't think that far in advance, but we're going to put it on this purple. This is Highland Heather. We're going to put it on the Highland Heather background. So that kind of pulls it out. So I thought that looked kind of neat. All right, so let's see. We could do a bow. I could do this little white bow I have already tied. I could do a little white bow here right in the center. That's kind of sweet. Cat, no, you can't come over here right now. Sorry. Sorry, cat. You have to be an observer today. And let's see here. We could just go with a little boo. So Terry, we talked about this also. Where did I put the little boo? I think I put that one away, but I'll get it out. Since we're having ghosts here, ghosts for dinner, we're gonna do the boo here. I'm gonna stamp it in Memento, because that's what I have at my fingertips. Maybe I'll put some of those circles inside too. I don't know. So I'm going to use this, but I don't want it quite as long as this. I used the stitched rectangle dies on here. Oopsie daisy, I'm throwing stuff around. So here's my boo. But I'm going to specialize that size so it's not quite that long. And try not to run over my card here on the floor. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so stitch rectangle die. Terry, take note. This is how we are going to make it special size. So here's my little mini, mighty mini. And I have to get one more. I have plate number 1, plate number 2. There we go. 1, 2. My little words here, and where's my other plate? Okay, here's one. Okay, so I don't want it quite as long, but I like the width of it. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna line it up. And I'm not gonna worry about this. This is the extra I want, and I'll have that on this side too. So I'm just gonna put it in, run it through. Don't let it move. And how you can customize your dies for what length you want, if you have the right width. So there we go. I took that out. And now I'm just going to cut here. So I'm lining this up because I want my stitches, a lot of times I go this way, because I want, you can kind of almost have it tuck in here. So I'm going to go this way so that I know it's exactly the same. I'm going to move this down just a little. There. Okay. So I'm just lining it up inside of the die. Like that. The only thing it should cut is this one here. I'm just going to turn it this way. And we'll just go over it a little bit. Oops. Don't move it like that though. Here we go. Come on. I want to make sure I have it right length. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to cover it part way. We're only going to go over that end. There. Okay, cross your fingers, folks. Let's hope this works. All right. Ta-da. Ta-da. Custom fit. So we went from this long one, long die, to the short die. And I have stitching all the way around. That's what you want. You know, I mean, you could cut it and then cut it, but you want your stitching on there because that's so darn cute. So that's how you do that. All right, here's our bow. We have to decide where to put it. I have the bow there if we're going to do the bow. Now I have to decide where to go with this. It's kind of light, so I'm wondering if I should put something. We could put it here. Ta-da. But I'm wondering if I need to maybe use a dauber and go around the edge so it pops it up a little bit. Here's our Highland Heather. That would match. Let's see if I have one of those out. No. So Highland Heather is in our Subtles collection. This is how I keep my daubers. So I have the old cases. And then I have my daubers in here. So I have a different one for every one. If I can find it. Highland Heather. Here it is. Okay. I'm just going to go a little bit on the edge so that that pops out a little more. And it will almost look like it has a layer to it. So I'm just going on the outside up to the stitching line. There. Now when I put that down, it stands out a little bit more. I like that. I don't know that I like the white bow. I think maybe we need, let's try the black bow. The black sparkly. I love this stuff too. I'll just tie one and see if we like it. If we don't, well, we won't use it. Simple as that. So I use my little bow maker here. Tie a million bows here. And with very little waste, because I usually just cut off just smidgens like this. There we go. And this one nothing, because I'm cutting it off where I want it. Ta-da. Okay, so maybe we'll put it at an angle and then put some of our little stars in there. I can decide where I like the boo. I don't know that I want it down there. It could be part way up. And this could be here underneath it. What do you think? I might go with that. So because this one is going to be over on here, I'm going to put dimensionals on that edge here. If I can find where I put them, I'll do it. I'll do it. Just in the center. There. And the edges are going to get caught onto the frame. So just a touch of glue here. All right. I guess I have to take the paper off the dimensionals. Go up like that. I'm going to put this guy right here. And then we'll put in some of the, I think the black stars. So here's this one. I found lately, I used to always press my ribbon into the glue dots, but if I have to work on this opposite end, I usually pick them up, put them where I'm going to put my bow. There we go. And then press it in. Ta-da. Ta-da, ta-da. We'll cut these a little bit shorter. We're going to cut it this way so it's not in my picture, out of the picture a little bit better. There. Ooh. All right. Let's go ahead and put it on the base. There. A little bit of glue here and there. Give me some wiggle room. When you put it on the background, on the base, it just makes the colors pop. That Highland Heather color pop out there. And then, where's my little stars? Here they are. I love these stars. So we're going to put some, I'm going to go with the bigger ones. I think the little ones might get lost in the dots. So we're just going to put a couple of stars on here. Line it up. I usually put, you know, an uneven number of stars on. Just one of my weird rules. Let's see here, do I want it there? These are too lined up, I don't like that. I'm gonna go with one here. There we go. This guy's feeling lonely. We're gonna put another one. Down here. Okay, done, 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 done. Back away from the stars. There we go. There's our little boo. Okay, the inside. This is going to have boo on here too. So I'm not going to glue it on until I stamp the verse, because if I have to turn my paper over, I want to be able to do that. So I'm just going to line it up there so I know that I'm not going to put it exactly in the center. And what are we going to say here? Ooh, frightfully cute. We'll do the, let's do the happy haunting. Yeah, let's do this one with the ghost issue. There we go, happy haunting. There. Now, I don't know, I kind of was thinking, oh no, she was thinking again, that I will cut out one of these little gremlins here and put it over here. This guy will fit. It's easy. Easy and fast. Just cut them out real quick. And have a ghost inside too. Since he's got the bag and he's trick-or-treating. Wouldn't that be cute? Here we go. Whoops. Going from both directions here. Okay. That'll just be a nice little touch in here. There's our guy. Okay, so I like how it's stamped. I'm going to move this over, glue this down. All right. There. Now glue the big one down. And I might even pop him up in the inside. I have this cut just a tad longer. So I'm just going to trim that. Okay. Check my 3 sides, trying to get it kind of even. There. This is going to go inside. And then I'll bring out all of them. Terry, thank you so much for the suggestion. I know she might not be on now, but she watches at night. She said that's how she relaxes. She watches at night. Fun. Whoops. Anytime is a good time. Anytime is a good time to stamp. We all love it, right? I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. This morning I was up at 3 o'clock. I was like, okay, I have a number of projects that I'm thinking about. And so, and that wakes me up. Sometimes I sneak down here. Sometimes I don't. I don't like to wake up the dog. Isn't that sad? I don't want to bother the dog. There. That's cute inside. Ta-da! So there we go. There's our new little card. Here's all our other ones. Let's line them up here. Show you all the cute Halloween cards using this adorable paper. Adorable. There. Ta-da! I lost a star somewhere. Here it is. Where did it go? I don't know where it was from. I'm going to put it over here. There. Okay. So there we go. I used the Highland Heather twice here, but other than that, Blushing Bride, that's kind of a different color to use. But I like the striped paper. I like this, that it's a little cattywampus. Miss Vi, you would like that. You like it cattywampus. So there we go. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to turn the camera around. Hello, Jean. Oh, I'm glad you like them. Kind of a fun little Halloween project. There we go. Make a couple extra cards. So I showed a couple of them to Julie, and she was like, "Oh, is that for the holiday buffet?" And I said, "Well, no, that's pretty much gone because holiday buffet was last Friday. But we might make a couple extra up for Kismet next week." So if you're joining us for Kismet, you may have the opportunity to make 1 or 2 of these cards. We'll see what Julie gets cut. So thank you for joining me. Tomorrow we'll be winging it on Wednesday. I'm not sure which kit I'm going to use. If you have a suggestion, please let me know. I was talking, and I might pull up a new Christmas kit. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking about it. I like to get myself into trouble that way. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow for Winging It on Wednesday I'm going to lunch with my sister, so I'm going to say 3 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to give myself an extra little time. So 3 o'clock tomorrow, please join me. Thank you. Bye-bye.